Canada plans full crypto ATM prohibition, targeting nearly 4,000 cash-to-crypto kiosks in a fraud crackdown. The proposal is not law yet, but it would cut off one of the easiest cash on-ramps if Parliament follows through. The confirmed event is that Canada's Spring Economic Update 2026 proposes making it a criminal offense to operate a cryptocurrency ATM. The reason this belongs in a crypto news read is that regulators connect crypto ATMs to scam victims and cash laundering, while users argue the machines support self-custody and cash access. The opening pressure point is Canada proposes a crypto ATM ban against fraud crackdown versus cash access. The first confirmed detail is the proposal targets crypto ATM operators, and the immediate reason to care is that it is not yet enacted law. That means the viewer should track parliamentary follow-through instead of treating the first reaction as the whole story. The baseline keeps the story grounded. The confirmed baseline is a federal proposal, not an enacted ban. Canada hosts close to 4,000 crypto ATMs, while the global total is described above 39,000. Without that frame, it is too easy to treat the event as bigger or cleaner than the evidence supports. The two facts that set the baseline are clear. Canada has close to 4,000 machines, and the global total is above 39,000. That frame keeps nearly 4,000 machines are in scope connected to the actual consequence, rather than floating as an isolated statistic. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. In the Canada plan's full story, the mechanism is straightforward but important. The mechanism is access removal. Banning standalone kiosks eliminates fast cash deposits into crypto wallets. The government frames the move around fraud and laundering, especially cases where victims are coached to deposit cash into machines. The viewer should focus on how that mechanism changes access, risk, cost, or trust. In practice, self-service cash on-ramps would vanish is the hinge between the confirmed event and the next market or user response. The mechanism split is simple. Standalone cash-to-wallet access would end, while staffed money services could still operate. If that hinge fails, the strongest title-level claim loses force even if the story keeps attracting attention. The affected side is where the story becomes practical. ATM operators, cash users, scam victims, self-custody users, regulators, and staffed money service businesses are affected. The practical consequence is severe for operators and restrictive for users who rely on cash on-ramps. Staffed money services would remain available, but standalone self-service access would disappear if the proposal becomes law. The useful boundary is that operators and cash users face disruption, while timeline and penalties are missing. The impact split is operators could lose the whole revenue line and cash users would lose a simple on-ramp. That keeps the impact focused on the people, markets, or systems actually named in the evidence. The confirmed facts stop before the unresolved piece. What remains unclear is the timeline, penalties, enforcement plan, and whether existing machines get grandfathered. That does not prove that the machines are already illegal across Canada. A better read needs legislative text, enforcement rules, and parliamentary action would clarify the proposal. This is the line between analysis and speculation. The unresolved split is penalties and timeline are not defined, and grandfathering is still unanswered. The story can stay important while timeline and penalties are missing remains unresolved, but the stronger claim needs visible proof. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. The clean trigger to track is this. Watch the legislative follow-through and whether Parliament chooses a ban, caps, or stricter ID rules. If the proposal becomes binding law with penalties, the story can move from policy proposal into legislation. For Canada plans full, that is the follow-through that matters. The trigger split is Parliament is the next checkpoint, and caps or stricter ID rules remain alternatives. If that trigger does not arrive, the story may stay in policy proposal longer than early attention suggests. If it does arrive, legislation becomes easier to evaluate with facts instead of assumptions.